Yeah. And our guest tonight has taken quite a journey from learning mandolin at 8 years old in the mountains of western Colorado to touring throughout the United States and Europe as a songwriter, producer, and multi-instrumentalist. Erik Stucky's brand new EP, Bag of Bones, was recently named EP of the Month by Americana UK, with critics praising its good grooves, powerful songwriting, and authentic storytelling. We are pleased to bring you Erik Stucky and his trio.
She took a night train, barreling down the Delta bound for New Orleans. And the stars shone like candles in the shadows of a young girl's dream. Staring out the window as the towns flew through the darkness and the steam. Certain everyone in Mississippi could hear that whistle scream. Swaying with the rails below and praying to the Milky Way above. Free to be yourself is something you can never get enough of. Liz returns to magical, the troubles fall behind her like the rain. Now she's rolling down the track, going anywhere but back. She took a night train. The feeling of passing through while other folks are sleeping, it's like flying. Something about the way it starts are hard to heal it. Nothing this side of heaven like a Mississippi dawn. And the hell you left behind you, don't even know you're gone. Swaying with the rails below and praying to the Milky Way above. Free to be yourself is something you can never get enough. Turns to magical, the troubles fall behind her like the rain. Now she's rolling down the track, going anywhere but back. She took a night train. Took a night train, barreling down the Delta bound for New Orleans. And the stars shone like candles in the shadows of a young girl's dream. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. Lex Arts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performers.
Welcome back to Red Barn Radio. If you've been listening, you have heard why Erik Stucky's been attracting so much attention, not only here, but on both sides of the Atlantic. His music has earned praise from Americana UK, Folk and Tumble, Paris Move, and even Crystal Gayle, how about that, who singled out his songwriting and artistry. Tonight's trio with Stephen Schumann on cello and Justin Vorp on percussion will bring his songs vividly to life. So glad you can join us for an evening of music and conversation with Erik Stucky.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. We've all been, Stephen's been here a few times, and Justin and I have been big fans, so we're very happy to be here. We're going to play, the next tune we're going to play is called Bag of Bones. It's the title track of my EP, and I wrote this song driving through one of the most desolate and depressing, really, parts of Colorado where I grew up. And on my way to a gig, and just a stretch of open road, and so I was trying to write a song that was like feel good to try to get me through the drive, and I just had this this voice keep coming back saying, look out, and so I followed that, and I ended up writing this song, and it's more or less about a person out there who falls off the wagon in whatever capacity that is for them. So this is called Bag of Bones. Say nobody told you. Two lane through perdition. Beat all your superstitions. Crying shame for mission. Stop and listen. Look out, time ain't lying. Look out, cold rain driving. Look out, the devil's trying to lift your bag of bones. Shoulders, heavy as a boulder. As yesterday gets older, if you ain't moving forward, look out. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. I'm going to switch instruments, play some mandolin for this one. Well, I wrote this tune with a friend of mine in Nashville. Her name's Tiffany Gassett. And I had just finished reading the book The Alchemist. I don't know if anybody else has read that. Yeah. Great book. I agree. Anyway, it was so good, it inspired this tune. There's a line in there about being jealous of the wind. And that just caught my attention, so I jotted that down, and when I sat down to write with Tiffany, I pulled it out, and she said, we had cycled through a few, titles, through a few ideas, and I spit this one out, and she jumped at it. So we ended up writing this tune. It's called Jealous of the Wind. To its daddy, we'll stay in this old town. It don't have to work in a factory until the lights go down. See the same old faces, wonder if they care. Have the same old conversations, they go nowhere. Change directions and change its mind. Don't ask questions, answer to time. Well, it knows where it blows, and it goes and keeps on going. Man, I'm jealous of the wind. Doesn't ever wonder what she's thinking. It doesn't shed a tear. And if it ever wants to see her, it can be right there. Whisper in her ear, kiss her on the face, and when she disappears, it doesn't feel the pain. It can cut through heartbreak and laugh at love. There ain't
jealous of the wind. I'm jealous of the wind. I'm jealous of the wind.
Thank you. All right. This is, all of these songs are on the new EP. And then we'll get to some unrecorded stuff. But this is a song, you know, it doesn't always work out, whatever you're doing, and it's not always because somebody was right and somebody was wrong. Sometimes it's just not right together. This is called Because You're Right. Said I was too free, but in my mind there's no such thing. The way you live, the way I dream. If you were a rock, I was a stream. I was made to be in motion, always rolling, going like a river runs to the ocean. Well, I can cry and still be strong, because you're right doesn't make me wrong. You were a string, and I am no kite. You took a stand, and I took to flight. You set your feet on solid ground. I set my heart on leaving town. I was made to be in motion, always rolling, going like a river runs to the ocean. Well, I can cry and still be strong, because you're right doesn't make me wrong. I was made to be in motion, always rolling, going like a river runs to the ocean. Well, I can cry and still
still be strong, because you're right doesn't make me wrong, because you're right doesn't make me wrong.
Thank you. All right, back to the mandolin. This is called Cry Inside of You.
Every day is midnight, lonesome as the dark side of the moon. You took our love and you stopped it like a red light. I'm dying on the crying side of you. Tried to hide, but the wine hits like water. Wrote a book on how to lose the blues. Sweet Jesus, Holy Mary Mother, I'm dying on the crying side of you. Dying on the crying side, you're so quick to change your mind. Wish I'd turn a dime the way you do. Dying on the crying side, cheap charade, smile wide, trust a lie, never tells the truth. I'm dying on the crying side of you. My river used to run, now it stumbles. Birds and the bees are all confused. As within, so without, someone mumble. I'm dying on the crying side of you. Dying on the crying side, you're so quick to change your mind. Wish I'd turn a dime the way you do. Dying on the crying side, cheap charade, smile wide, trust a lie, never tells the truth. I'm dying on the crying side of you. Dying on the crying side, you're so quick to change your mind. Wish I'd turn a dime the way you do. Dying on the crying side, cheap charade, smile wide, trust a lie, never tells the truth. I'm dying on the crying side of you.
Thank you.
Wow. Eric, Stephen, Justin, Great music.
Thank you very
Everybody
much.
else liking this in the house here? Yeah.
Cheers, everybody.
All right. Right. All right. Well, so where do we begin? I think I want to begin by telling people what the critics say, and then I want to know how you feel about what the critics say. Americana UK, on Bag of Bones, Stucky displays his excellent craft and artistry as a solo creator, writer, lead singer, multi-instrumentalist, and producer. This is gripping music, taut and moody, with a hypnotic groove absorbing stuff. I think I agree with all of that. Do you?
Oh, I like to hear it for sure.
Oh, good. All right,
Yes.
good. Did you like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I did too. I thought if I were the artist, that is a critique I would enjoy. A master class, says Folk and Tumble, in raw and authentic narrative and songwriting. A sonic treat. I think I agree with all that as well.
That's
Yeah.
nice to hear.
Yeah, it's just great songs, and I don't know that anybody looking on and seeing a trio like this with a guy on a mandolin up front and a cello would expect to hear this this much groove, and it's powerful.
Well, thank you. That's, huge thanks to Stephen Schumann and Justin Vort, because they bring so many elements to the table, and I'm just super happy to be playing with both of these guys. And I couldn't have made that album. These two are on, between the three of us, 90% of the tracking. I had a few people come in and do some overdubs, but otherwise it's us three on that album primarily. And Stephen's playing multiple instruments. Justin's on a kit and
Train whistle.
What's that?
Train
whistle, Boweron drum.
yeah.
So, it's been really fun.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So, Bag of Bones, and was that a project that it differs so much from what I had heard prior to that?
Yeah.
Which was Good Vibrations.
Yeah.
So different.
Yeah.
Talk some about that, about the difference between sort of where you were when you did Good Vibrations. Maybe describe Good Vibrations for folks who haven't heard it.
Well, it's kind of all in the name.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, right.
it horn section, big band feel, and I'm really proud of that project as well.
You should be.
And the difference is a few years of life and writing and experience, and also kind of wondering where to go next. I just really wanted to have an exercise in creativity, basically. I'd been sitting on some of these songs for a long time, and so when I decided to, what's the next thing, I really wanted to do a trio project. I wanted it to be interesting and unique, and so that's where these guys came into play. And then after I played with them, I just knew the songs that I'd been waiting to record, like Night Train. I've had that song for a long time and just never tracked it, and played with these guys at one rehearsal, and it was like, yeah, I'd like to record that now.
And so take us back then. Take us back then to the period of your life when you were in that frame of mind where you're kind of wondering, where am I going to go now? Are we in Colorado at that point?
No, I was in Nashville.
Oh, you're already here.
Yeah, I moved to Nashville. I've been in there for 9 years.
Okay.
So just kind of navigating the ups and downs of the music industry. And I think my goal and what I've always tried to do, and Good Vibrations was an expression of this, was take the mandolin, which I love and have always loved, and incorporate it into maybe a more pop kind of sound. I mean, I love bluegrass, but I've always felt a little outside of that as well. And I like country music, never really felt at home with that. So just in the living in Nashville, which is very, country music centered, I'd say like trying to find my own voice in that, and letting go of needing to fit here or fit there, and just what do I want to create? What do I want it to sound like? And let the chips fall where they may after that.
Yeah. You want to talk some about your training on the mandolin?
Sure.
I'd love to hear you talk about your mentor.
Yeah. My mentor, it's funny. I grew up in a pretty small town in western Colorado, and it was a lot more isolated, 25 years ago when I started playing the mandolin. And not a lot of culture, and not a ton of exposure to this kind of music, and in the mandolin, but
Sorry, when you say this kind of music, you mean?
I'd say let's just say there was not a mandolin teacher in town.
Okay.
or really anywhere nearby.
Yeah.
One of my teachers, he was a guitar player. I sold him a mandolin so that he could, what my parents did, so that he could learn the mandolin and teach me. That's kind of how it was. And so I struggled along and, learning, playing Boiled 'Em Cabbage Down and Little Simple Tunes for a long time. And then I met a guy, his name's John Moore, and he, people know him. He was in the IBMA Band of the Year with Byron Berline, California. He also was the teacher of Chris Thiele from Nickel Creek, which I don't like to, I'm saying that publicly, but that's there was a lot, I don't know. He's a great teacher, I'll say that, despite what I did with his information. But so I don't know. He was pivotal in my life. So he moved to a town called Cortez, maybe 3 hours from us, and my parents would drive me down there for the weekend to drop me off. I'd stay. I also learned a ton about horsemanship and horse training from him. He was kind of like a second father to me. And so, he's been a great mentor. And that's who I'd say, changed the game, because he taught me how to read charts. He taught me how to do things that, a professional musician would have to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you started off by playing Bottle 'em Cabbage, and did you imagine that instrument? Did you see that instrument as a bluegrass instrument when you started it? And was that the music you were gravitating toward? I mean, here's this teacher who mentored a guy like Thiele, who is just out there, and creating his own brand of music, and it seems like you're doing that too. What is it about this guy that helps his students, or help the two of you, do you think, to reimagine what that instrument can do in music?
Well, I think it's probably that he had really he just teaches fundamentals and tools. By fundamentals, I mean building blocks that you can do all sorts of things with. And he was really good about staying out of the way with any opinions. I'd just say he encouraged freedom of thought and discovery, and to take what he was teaching, and you better do something of your own with it. Yeah.
Well, I would think as a teacher, there's not much more that you would like to hear better than that.
Well, he was awesome. Thank you, John.
Yeah. All right. Why don't we go back just before we get to more music? I would love to hear you talk then a little bit. We're back in Colorado now, and you're sort of building toward a new phase of your life, a new chapter in your life. Can you talk a little bit about that transition for you, when you finally said, I think if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna have to go somewhere where there are more musicians.
Yeah.
And then why Nashville? Because there are a lot of places with a lot of musicians.
Yeah, for some reason Nashville always called to me. I actually moved here for the very first time when I was 19, fresh out of high school. And I lived here for about 3 months, and I'm one of those statistics where it's like every 3 months, 100 musicians move to Nashville and move out of Nashville. That's what it was like when I was 18. I got here and to Nashville and realized, and just got my butt kicked. you know.
Describe that.
Well, just, I mean, I'd never lived in a city, for one, and to go from where I was to Nashville, where, you know, the guy pumping your gas is a better guitar player than you are. And you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, that's how Nashville is. And just to be surrounded by that, it was just overwhelming. And so I ended up getting, I lived out in California for a few years, but something about Nashville was just like, you know, I just felt like I wasn't done with that yet. And then I was in Colorado, and yeah, I just had that feeling that I couldn't shake. I just tracked my first album, Stray Clouds, and I don't know. It was like, nope, you got to go. So I packed everything and I moved, and I don't think I made like a total commitment in my own mind to it. It was, I'm just going to go and see what happens and see how it goes. And 9 years later, it's the best decision I ever made, and it's been an amazing place to be. I love living there.
All right. I'm talking to Erik Stucky right now. He's here with his trio. Stephen Schumann is on cello, and Justin Vorp's on drums. Let's get back to some more music, and then we'll talk some more later.
Great. Let's see. I've got to change tuning for this. Capo on for Stephen. This is called This Old Town. Just so you know, saw you coming. Tonight it strikes me kinda sad. Spend my whole young life running for something I might never have. Long shadows stretched behind me, I won't let the future blind me. Tomorrow isn't gonna find me down. Oh, it feels so good leaving this old town. Sunrise, I just heard you knocking. Seems like my dreams are wide awake. Going now and I'm not stopping. Why not now, whenever it might take? Oh, long shadows stretched behind me, I won't let the future blind me. Tomorrow isn't gonna find me down. Oh, it feels so good leaving this old town. There's no time for crying. Thank you. All right. Better switch my tuning, or that could be bad. I forgot that many times before, actually. Well, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much again for having us. Far from done yet, but
Yeah.
this is called Holding On to You. Back to the beginning, skip the bitter end. Hearts get used to breaking, they never learn to bend. Thought I heard you whisper, but I can't remember when. To be in love with someone seemed like such a sin. Letting go is the hardest thing to do. It's still easier than holding on to you. Now that there's no tomorrow, there's no value in a lie. It only makes it harder to skip the bad goodbye. Maybe someday I'll sort the wreckage. Then again, I don't know why. I can't fight this feeling. I might never cry. Hardest thing to do. It's still easier than holding on to you. Thank you. Well, this next tune, sorry, it's all right. It's important stuff. This next song is one I put out as a single. It's probably been 2 years now. It's called Vigilante Love, and I like to send this one out to my wife. We've been married for, now that I'm on the spot, I shouldn't have put a date, but I'm thinking it's somewhere around 3 years.
We edited that out.
Yeah, you can cut that. She's probably not listening live. And we've got a year and 8-month-old daughter, and I don't know. I'm a lucky guy. It's called Vigilante Love.
I was a wild desperado, roping and riding the wind, faster than anyone, to break for the setting sun, and ride around the next bend. I thought I'd go out with aces and eights, but she called the bluff on my renegade ways. Vigilante love is there to hold me up. Try to get out of town, but the sun's going down, and now I just can't get enough vigilante love. Drifted far from the highway, the sand, the ice, and the fire. I was lost in the Badlands, and she reached for my hand and entangled my heart from the wire. Vigilante love is there to hold me up. Tried to get out of town, but the sun's going down, and now I just can't get enough. I thought I was free, I didn't know till she came for me, release my soul. Vigilante love is there to hold me up. Vigilante love.
Thank you.
Man. I'd like to take just a moment to remind listeners that Red Barn live streams, both tonight's and on any Wednesday, remain available online for you to view at your convenience, along with live audio streams, compliments of WGAD.net in Central New York. Do you love what you hear on Red Barn Radio? Well, I hope so. Help us grow our audience. Why don't you subscribe to our YouTube channel, share a favorite performance, introduce a friend to the show. There's all kinds of things you can do. You can also, if you'd like to wear your support on your sleeve, you can stop into our merch store. Everybody's got to have one these days, right? But we've got some very special stuff, including this here Red Barn Radio black mug. People tell us, the critics say the Red Barn Radio black mug has changed my life, I have never drank coffee the way that I do in the Red Barn Radio black mug, and I think you'll find the same is true for you. So stop into our merch store. If you'd like to wear your support on your sleeve, like I said, visit the Red Barn Radio merch store. Every purchase helps support the program and keeps great music coming your way. So visit, buy. You'll find links on our website, Facebook page, and in our weekly newsletter. Thanks for being part of the Red Barn Radio community. Before we get back to some more music with our special guest this evening, Erik Stucky and his trio, I did want to tell you a little bit about the folks coming next week from the Chicago area. They are the Full Spectrum Bluegrass Band. The only thing Full Spectrum Bluegrass Band is out to prove, they say, is that bluegrass music is for everybody. Their debut AP called Homesick, which was just released about a year ago, nods to the classics, but also intertwines original songwriting with also some classic stuff. But I think what you'll find in the songwriting is it explores some themes that are not typically explored in the bluegrass music world, and I like that a lot. That's why we asked him to come on and be with us. As Amelia, one of the two songwriters in Full Spectrum, says, our hope is that our music invites people from all walks to access everything that makes bluegrass special. Full specs, as their fans call them. They are a mix of Deadheads, Americana fans, and everybody else who enjoys a passionate live performance. And I think that would be you, too. So join us, won't you? Next week, that would be the Full Spectrum Bluegrass Band. And now let's get back to some music with Erik Stucky.
Stop raining, I won't be complaining if we end up staying in this bed. Shut the blinds, turn the lock, a great day to take it off. I love the sound of every drop, so don't stop raining, rain don't stop. What we ought to do, save it for mañana. Today's a good excuse to do the thing that we both wanna. So don't stop raining. I won't be complaining if we end up staying in this bed. Save it for mañana. Today's a good excuse to do the thing that we both wanna. Put off what we ought to do. Save it for mañana. Today's a good excuse to do the thing that we both wanna. So don't stop raining. I won't be complaining if we end up staying in this bed. And go stop raining. I won't be complaining if we end up staying in this bed. I'm just saying, shut the blinds, turn the lock. A great day to take it off. I love the sound of every drop, so don't stop raining, rain don't stop.
Thank you. All right, gonna switch back over to the mandolin. So this is I guess a traditional American standard, though when I go over to England and Scotland, I always have somebody come up to me at a bar and say, no, that's not, they call it Matty Grove. It's called Shady Grove over here. But like so many things, we basically just, stole all their songs and changed a few lyrics, and that's what Americana music is, bluegrass music and the traditional stuff. So this is called the Shady Grove.
In the summertime, apples in the fall. If I can't have you all the time, I don't want none at all. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little love. I'm going back to Harlem. Well, I wish I had a banjo string made of golden twine. Every tune I'd play on it, I wish that girl was mine. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little love. I'm going back to Harlem. Well, I wish I had a banjo string made of golden twine. Every tune I play on it, wish that girl was mine. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little love. I'm going back to Harlem.
Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Vorp on the washboard.
Peaches in the summertime, apples in the fall. If I can have you all the time, I don't want none at all. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little love. I'm going back to Harlem. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, my darling. Shady Grove, my little love. I'm going back to Harlem.
First washboard solo on Red Barn? I don't know. Maybe? I think so. Awesome.
first washboard cello mandolin trio on Red Barn, I bet.
Very possibly, yeah. I know we did have a washing machine on here one time, but
Well,
yeah.
this is an old-fashioned washing machine. That's Justin Vorp, everybody, and Stephen Schumann on the fiddle. Sorry, on the cello. Playing it like a fiddle, playing it like a bass. The big fiddle. This is called Shoulder for Your Tears.
When the sun sets in the rear view mirror, it's the last time you'll be leaving here. It doesn't matter where I'm going, as long as the wheels are rolling. I won't be the shoulder for your tears. Yeah, the shoulder for your tears. Shoulder for your tears. When you look back, I don't know what you'll see. You won't admit that it was never me. You'll find a place to cry your blues, but someone else can fill my shoes. Shoulder for your tears. Shoulder for your tears. Well, the nights are getting colder. It's the short end of the year. I won't be there to witness and watch you disappear. Yeah, the shoulder for your tears. Shoulder for your tears. I won't be the shoulder for your tears. I won't be the shoulder for your tears.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think I would like to, for this bit of conversation, I think I'd like to talk to all three of you, have the ability to talk to all three of you. Justin, do you mind stepping up next to Eric up there?
yes.
So yeah, so we can hear what you have to say.
Yes.
You've said a
He's
lot.
got his spurs on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
I guess I got those.
You got a lot going on there. Yeah, and you've said a ton already with your playing.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, that's great. You wouldn't mind getting up closer to the mic.
Oh, yes.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
thanks.
yep, thank you. I couldn't help but think about what Eric and I were talking about earlier. You know, what you loved about your mandolin teacher. I'm paraphrasing this, Eric, a little bit. Is that teacher was somebody who really freed you up to follow your own expression and your own directions. And I'm paraphrasing that. Is that accurate?
Yeah, he taught concepts, and you could use them how you wanted.
Yeah, nice. And so, as you all are playing, and Justin is back there, sort of doing some cool little stuff right back there that seems sort of improvised. I saw surprise on your face, while you're playing. You're like, yeah, I love it when you do that. Those were great moments for me. And I guess what I'm wondering is, what your teacher taught you about being open and allowing musicians to follow their own directives, their own directions, their own inspirations. Is that something that you bring to this band, and how does that work for you guys? So that's a big question, isn't it? Justin,
Justin?
Yeah, Justin, could you talk about that a little bit? Like, what is this experience of playing this kind of music with this guy like for you? Liberating?
Yeah. Oh yeah, very liberating. Yeah, no, it's fun. We're just jamming, man. He plays something. Steven plays something. I'm like, ooh, let me get into that. Ooh, let me add a little on the cowbell.
Justin's the only drummer I play with who listens to the cello player and goes off of motifs that the cello player does. So he's a good listener and responds.
Well, isn't that like what a drummer is supposed to do?
You would
I
think.
mean, I don't mean just the cellist, but listen to what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
I would have to say that as much as I love 50 drummers who have been out here, I haven't seen the entire band as instrumentalists the way that I see you all. Each of you is really adding something that's really, really important to the music.
Yeah.
And I love that. But are those the kind of projects that you seek out, Justin?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Where you can improvise and just follow the music. Really, just if you make a mistake, that's part of the music. It's like, how do I get out of this mistake? Oh, now it's something cool. It's it's a great little just a journey.
I love it. And talk about your training, where you came from. I know I'm asking you more questions. I promised you I would just be real brief.
That's great.
But talk about your training, like where are you from to start there?
Yeah. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yay.
I saw you guys. I was on YouTube like years ago, and it was great. Super
In Pittsburgh?
inspiring. Yeah,
when
yeah.
you were in
just
Pittsburgh?
my parents' porch, just watching stuff. I played drums when I was like 10 or so, and then I got a teacher named Alan Muckle. He's the man. Then I went to university at Slippery Rock, studied there with David Glover, also the man. I learned a lot of different percussion. I just love banging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And did you do music in high school, like as in the high school band, marching band, things like that? And was that important for your training?
Yeah, definitely. I was in the drum line at high school.
Yeah,
they were great teachers with that too. Man, I just love drums, percussion. I was always banging on things like tapping and pissing everyone off in class with the pencils and stuff. And then my mom forced me to join drums, and it's my life, man. Like, I just love drums and rhythm, groove. It's all about the groove, baby.
Yeah, man, you do it too, and I just love your playing.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, and Stephen, you've got a mic right in front of you, so you don't even need to walk up to the top. Welcome back.
Yes.
First of all, you can walk away. Hey, welcome back. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah.
And I would like to hear about your journey a little bit. You are classically trained, and how is it that you happen to find yourself in sort of popular music?
Yeah, so I I guess I'm overtrained in some ways. So yeah, I'm classically trained and, for years studied that, but kind of I've always played in bands and like in church and of just a variety of things. So I sort of like when I was in college and studying classical music, rightfully so, my teachers were like saying, you really need to put a lot of time into this, but sort of me and a trio, I guess trios work well with cello because you can save money on hiring a bassist and a fiddle player. So a group that's played here before, we would sneak off into the practice rooms and kind of hide that we were playing popular music because they would be like, no popular music, Beethoven, which I love all the classical and I still do a lot of that. Yeah. But that was kind of where I started to explore it on the cello specifically. And then when I moved to Nashville, when I did my master's degree, I chose to study commercial cello performance is what it's called at Belmont University. So I studied with fiddle players primarily instead of cello players. So I studied with Billy Contreras, who's just like a renowned, incredible guy, incredible player. Tracy Silverman, who is like a contemporary 6-string violinist, among other great faculty and stuff. And so that really pushed me because as cellists, there's not very many influences, but it gave me the chance to kind of just study whatever the heck it is that I do. Yeah. So.
Whatever the heck it is you do, you do a lot, and you do it beautifully. And I think I remember seeing, I've never known how to pronounce her last name, Sarah with a J, Jarosz.
Jarosz, yeah.
Jarosz, yeah. So I've seen her playing with a cellist.
Yeah, could be Natalie Haas maybe. I think they've played together some.
Male.
Rashad.
Maybe.
Rashad potentially, yeah.
Okay. And some of what you guys have going on here, some of the dynamics you have going on here, remind me a little bit of that. And then just coincidentally, you're also doing a lot of mandolin, which Sarah does as well. But you guys are much deeper in the pocket than, I was obviously loved what they had going on and love her voice and but I was wondering about his training as well. It sounds like maybe.
Yeah, like the groove stuff on cello, there's no training for it right now. It's actually cool. Like most things in music you do, it's like everybody has already done it. Like there's nothing new to do. But cello is this weird instrument where it's kind of like a bastardization of like bass and fiddle when you put it in a bluegrass genre. So it's like you don't sound very good when you play melodies, and you don't sound very good when you play bass lines. But if you want one instrument that can kind of do both, cello's your guy. So usually if people play bluegrass, like I did not grow up playing bluegrass. So that's why I don't sound like a real bluegrass player. And if I did, my parents would not have given me a cello. They would have given me a bass or a fiddle. So it's kind of cool to get to explore some uncharted territory. And then also the expectations are lower, which I appreciate,
Yeah. Well, thanks for talking, and love your playing, love what you bring. Eric, back to you. I would love for you to talk. I would love for you to talk a little bit. Everybody okay up there? I would love for you to talk about your songwriting.
Yeah.
And how you cultivated such a skill for that.
Well,
you read a lot.
I read as much as I can.
Yeah.
Honestly, saying it similar to having a great mentor on the mandolin. I've had the pleasure of writing for the last 10 years, about once a week with, if somebody was to ask you who's your favorite songwriter, it would be a guy named Bob Ray. And I met him. He was another Colorado guy, and
lives in Nashville.
He lives in Nashville. But he was a log home builder, a cattle rancher, a songwriter, just a really, a life full of stories, and just one of the most stunning writers I've ever been around. And so I just am so blessed. And he taught me how to write the songs I always knew I wanted to, but I didn't have the words for him, and he taught me how to do that, just writing with him, being around him. So Bob Ray still is an incredible songwriting mentor of mine.
So did he Can we dig a little bit deeper into
Sure.
that? I mean,
Yeah.
what did he do? Did he provide you with the courage to use the language that you already sort of had at your disposal, or sort of the diligence to go in and dig a little bit deeper and spend a little more time turning phrases and looking for themes?
I'd say that when you have a good phrase, but something's just not working, like you just don't leave it behind. Like we've spent a long time turning over, a line and until we get it right. So I'd say that, and like songwriting and creativity, like anybody who does it knows, is you end up using words and ideas that you didn't know you had. So that's when like a song that you're writing will shock you because you don't know where it comes from. You don't know, it's just, it's not, it doesn't have to be about you. It doesn't have to be about anything you really even know. Like if you can really expand yourself to other people's experiences, and then you'll end up writing a song that was bigger than you and bigger than maybe the language or the verbiage or descriptive words that you would consciously use. So there's a real passive, unconscious magic to it, and Bob is a genius at that. He's like getting out of the way and letting the channel just download, and so he's taught me how to do that.
When you're writing songs, is it important that you're able to take them out and perform them yourself? You can obviously do that, and that's a huge asset. Does Bob, for instance, take his songs out, or does he just write and share?
Yeah, not so much. He has in the past, not so much recently. But that's always been an important thing for me, and it's not everybody's priority or skill set. I'd say there's a lot of great people who can't sing hold a tune in a bucket, but they can write a good song. And for me, I think growing up, being around instrumentalists and listening to the kind of the folk music, or like James Taylor and Paul Simon and Bob Dylan and Leonard Cohen's, those kind of guys that were also performers, they're performing artists, that was important to me and always has been.
So you wear a lot of different hats when you're a multi-instrumentalist. You write, you produce, you perform. When you are putting together, when you're in the studio, when you're making a record, is there one of those roles that you find hard to turn off? Does that make any sense?
It depends if I'm working on my own stuff or somebody else's.
Yeah.
Because you're always going to listen to your voice. You can, re-sing a part until all of the character's gone if you're not careful, just trying to perfect something. So, so that's something when you're doing your own stuff that you just have to be, you have to kind of be willing to let the imperfections exist so that there's life in it to some degree. And so, yeah, that can be a tough thing for, I think, everybody, and myself included. I can listen to it back to a mandolin solo and in the moment not like it, and then I'll sleep on it, and the next day it's like, yeah, I like that actually.
That worked at that time, and it's what happened.
It's what happened, and actually now that I hear it, now that I've stepped out of, overanalyzing, it actually works great, and so that happens a lot.
Way to go. Well, it really echoes to what Justin was saying, that you got to get into the music and see what happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's the discovery and the beauty. And it also, I will say, as an audience member, that those are the most beautiful performances too, when you see artists discovering things while they're playing, and we see a lot of that here.
Yeah,
so,
that's what's so fun.
It's lovely.
These guys are both always doing something that's like just makes me smile.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
Makes me smile too. And so do you, and so does this music. It's just really enjoying it.
Let's
get back to it. We are here tonight with Erik Stucky and Stephen Schumann and Justin Vorp. They're playing some great music. They're here from Nashville, And what a treat it's been for us to have you. What's this next song about?
This next song, let's see. This is called Point of View. And I think I got that line listening to a Leonard Cohen song, and he didn't say that, but I thought he said that. And then I thought, point of view, point of view, interesting. So this is a song, it's called Point of View, Y-O-U. Could be standing by a street light on a busy city corner. Could be sitting by the ocean in Southern California. Could be spring, it could be autumn, when all the leaves are falling from the trees. It makes no difference to me, 'cause I'll love you from all angles in every kind of light. I love you in color and in black and white. It doesn't matter what's behind you from the lens I'm looking through. I love every point of view. I've seen your ups and downs, your secrets and your truth, loving in your smile, 100 shades blue. Sometimes you're a sunny morning, sometimes you're storming, pouring rain. I still see you the same, 'cause I'll love you from all angles in every kind of light. I love you in color and in black and white. It doesn't matter what's behind you from the lens I'm looking through. I love every point of view. Though the sands of time might not be very kind, you'll still be the only thing I see. 'Cause I'll love you from all angles in every kind of light. I love you in color and in black and white. Doesn't matter what's behind you from the lens I'm looking through. I love every point of view. Every point of view. Thank you. All right, this is a Bob Ray tune. song I wrote with the guy I just mentioned. It's called Southbound.
She's not the kind of girl to give a damn about approval. All that she believes in is the scripture of removal. She'll leave you broken-hearted with a Mona Lisa smile. And every fire she starts is left burning for a while. Many was the man who thought they'd caught her open-handed, to find out that she'd flown like a bird that never landed. Southbound, along the railroad track, southbound. That train ain't coming back, southbound. Can't say I wasn't warned, as sure as she was born. Her feet were only meant to touch the ground. Southbound. She's a beautiful distraction in her cowgirl boots. She keeps them babies dancing so they never grow roots. You might as well try to wrap your hands around the wind. Enjoy it while you can. She won't be back again. Well, I thought I knew what was what, but still she left me stranded. Had my irons hot, but I never got her branded. Southbound, along the railroad track, southbound. That train ain't coming back, southbound. Oh, let the world be warned, as sure as she was born, her feet were only meant to touch the ground. Southbound. She won't be caught just a hanging around. She's not the kind who's got the time for slowing down. You'll find out for yourself before too long that the favorite sound she ever found's the train she's on leaving town. Southbound, along the railroad track, southbound. That train ain't coming back, southbound. Oh, let the world be warned, as sure as she was born, her feet were only meant to touch the ground. Southbound.
Thank you. Let's see. This is a song off my first record, another Bob Ray tune. This is the first song we ever wrote together, actually. I pulled up to his house in Durango, Colorado. There was a log home that he'd built himself. This is just beautiful, huge place. We'd met one time before, and I hit him up and asked him if he would want to write songs, and I was pretty green with with all of that at the time. And so we got together and we wrote this one. It was the first song we wrote. It's called If the Storm Never Ends.
Poet, my words get away. I hope you know that I mean what I say. Well, I'm only a man that loves shines again, or forever if the storm never ends. But I'm trying to tell ya, when you need, I will be your umbrella. I will stand in the rain until the sun shines again, or forever if the storm never ends, or forever if the storm never ends.
Thank you.
Well, we'd like to thank tonight's guest, Erik Stucky, for being with us on Red Barn Radio. We also want to thank you, whether you're listening on one of our growing network of radio stations, watching online, joining us through social media, or tuning in from somewhere else in the world. We're grateful you spend part of your week with us here on Red Barn. Special thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's premier radio partner, Central and Eastern Kentucky's Kentucky's NPR news leader, pardon me. For those of you here in the Bluegrass, be sure to check out Red Barn TV. It airs weekly on ABC 36 WTVQ and anytime on the Red Barn Radio YouTube channel. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Lex Arts Performance Hall in downtown Lexington, Kentucky. You can learn more about our guests, upcoming programs, and everything happening. We're on the web at redbarnradio.com. And now, before we close out this evening's program, I think Erik is going to come back and do one more with the trio. And thanks again, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for having us. I've seen just so many acts that I love on Red Barn. So it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you guys for joining me. This is called The Highway Never Cries. As a songwriter, spent a lot of time on the road, and this is a little about that.
Just outside this room, the silver moon is shining on tomorrow, and the clock is ticking down on the time that you have borrowed. Turn the lock and step outside before the morning dies, and hang your hat out on the highway, 'cause the highway never cries. Some people talk to Jesus, 'cause Jesus always cares. But the thing about the blacktop is it can take you anywhere. Get your wagon to the white line never lies. Hang your hat out on the highway, 'cause the highway never cries. Ooh, the horizon's calling you. Ooh, go do what you're born to do. Ooh, don't you worry about the when, the where, the what if not. Why hang your hat out on the highway, 'cause the highway never cries. You could save your money, but your money can't save you. Trading punches with the clock until your soul is black and blue. Take the rocks out of your pocket, see if you can fly. Hang your hat out on the highway, 'cause the highway never cries. Ooh, the horizon's calling you. Ooh, go do what you're born to do. Ooh, don't you worry about the when, the where, never cries.
Thank you.
Well, folks, that's it for our show for this evening. Whether you're listening live, catching up online, or discovering these performances through one of our broadcast partners, we're so grateful to have you here with us tonight. If you enjoy what we do, folks, please take a moment to share a performance, leave a comment, subscribe to our newsletter. Those simple acts help Red Barn Radio reach new listeners and continue bringing great artists to audiences across the region and beyond. Thanks for supporting Red Barn Radio and our mission to bring you roots music, Southern style. I'm Bradford Becker. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time on Red Barn Radio.